Thank you once again for joining us on Live with Shatufa. You still remember, family, that in the last days we spoke about Jacob Mafume and the way that he found himself embarrassing himself before the Harare Commission, where he said quite a lot of misleading information, lied about his house number, house address, went with the commission to an empty plot which he had supposedly called his homestead, and then how he was now trying to dodge the very chicanery that he had planned to play there. And I said last time that from the look of things here, Jacob Mafume is likely to go to prison. But funny enough, we find a very, very funny thing that has just happened from the conclusion of the cases of the corruption of Jacob Mafume in the Harare City Council. Jacob Mafume is found guilty, but miraculously saved by nothing else but the Zanu PF surrogacy. I'm telling you, there is nothing else that saved Mafume except the certificate of the Chitepo School of Ideology and his proximity to Emerson Mnangagwa and the deals, tenders and stuff that he has given to Zanu PF people within the Harare City Council. That's all that saved him. Because if you look at the judgment that has been given by this commission, you'd ask yourself, where is this coming from? Is this normal? This can't be normal. The kind of judgment, the way that even whoever was adjudicating over the issue and giving the final judgment, you'd wonder whether that is happening in a normal country. Zimbabwe is not normal. I'm telling you, Mafume, if he was in the right, a normal country, Mafume could be in prison right now as we speak. But because of proximity to Zanu PF and to Mnangagwa, we probably even himself, he knew that they will never do anything to me, because all these guys, we meet in some corners where we do a lot of corrupt activities. I just want us to listen to the kind of judgment that was given and what they called merits of his case in that judgment. You can tell for yourself that this is not normal. This is just very queer and abnormal, and that's exactly the nation that we have become.
We have been found guilty of having contravened Section 13 of the Commissions of Inquiry Act, Chapter 1007, in that you gave evidence which you knew that was false or did not believe it to be true. In assessing a suitable sentence, the Commission will take into account what you have submitted in mitigation, namely that you are a family man and you are a lawyer of great repute and running your own practice. And that is in your favor.
Right. I may not be a judge of the court, but let me just comment on this. Just imagine, can really, especially the second one, because in most cases, issues that can be looked into, maybe when somebody talks about a family man, I have children, I have a wife, and what, and people would be looking possibly, the court will be looking possibly at the welfare of those people in your absence, right? But the issue of saying that I run a law firm and I'm a reputable lawyer and stuff like that, that is not to an advantage. Because already the fact that you have committed crime does no longer makes you, you no longer remain a lawyer or a reputable lawyer. How can you still call him a reputable lawyer after he has misled this commission, after he has lied? Where is the reputation there? You see, it's very, very funny. That cannot be a strength. So out of the two cases, the only case that could be possibly talked about is that of him being a family man. But the issue of running my law firm and become a lawyer, and imagine he also spoke about it, and also that you are mayor of Harare. What is that to do with the crime that he has committed? So being mayor of Harare gives him an advantage over crime. Shame. This is shameful, and this is a big circus.
And further to that, it is clear that you, to a certain extent, other than what you sought to mislead the commission on, you gave your evidence in a very clear, concise manner, and very helpful to the commission.
Why would he then contradict himself? What did this man say? This judge at first said that you presented information that was a lie. And now you say he presented information in a clear manner and he helped the commission. How did Jacob Mafume help the commission when he lied that his address was the false one he spoke about, and the commission had to drive all the way only to find that the man had lied? How did that help the commission? This is not normal, I tell you.
This might have come as a second thought after we had knee-jerked you somehow, but the truth to an extent has come out. But also in your favor is the fact that you are a mayor of this beautiful city of Harare, and you seem to be a lone wolf in the circumstances, in that those surrounding you have been found wanting or are failing to cooperate. And unfortunately, you have also found yourself, to a certain extent, being painted with the same brush.
Whatever that he has committed, there is no painting now. He's already tainted because of what he did. And that issue of being mayor also is funny. Doesn't count at all.
You are a man of means in that you possess certain movable property, and also you are enriched with the currency of 800 Zig. In addition thereto, you also are in possession of a cash amounting to $800. That is all I can find in your favor.
So what has that to do with favoring him? The fact that he owns a lot of movable assets. Like, are they trying to talk about maybe property and cars? Movable property and cars. What has that to do with how does that work as in his favor? And what about those monies, the 800 Zig and the $800? What is he talking about? How? You can even tell from the way the man is speaking that he's not even sure what he's doing, but the only thing he knows he wants to do is to make sure that they exonerate this guy and they allow this guy to go home, simply because they've been given an instruction from above. That's all.
But in aggravation, I find that you, as the father of the city, the citizens, ratepayers, and property owners of this place, they look upon you as the father of the city.
No, he's not a father of the city. He's a thief of the city. Why should the Harare residents continue to look up to him when he has done what he has done? Why are these people doing this? Surely, how can a man, after stealing all the money and building a mansion with stolen money and all the other household units that he's building together with Rana Philip Chiang, it's only that they don't want, there are many Zanu-PF people that are attached to his deals. So they now don't want to drag those people into these issues. That's the truth of what is here. There are Zanu-PF people involved in all Jacob Mafume's deals. They don't want to drag them into the cases. Simple.
The commission will impose the following sentence on you: that you, Mr. Jacob Mafume, you are sentenced to pay a fine of $300 or 3 months imprisonment with labor, which is wholly suspended for 5 years, on condition that during that period you are not convicted of contravening Section 13 or 14 of the Commissioners of Inquiry Act, which upon conviction and sentence, you are sentenced to a period of imprisonment not exceeding $300 or 6 months or 3 months imprisonment. Do you understand the sentence?
I'm indebted.
Yes, fine. You understand the sentence?
I understand the sentence.
Right, fine. Okay.
Just imagine how funny this is. Very, very funny. And, well, the fact that he has been found guilty, if proper channels are really followed, this man is no longer fit to be a councillor because he has been convicted. He's been found guilty, right, by a court. But still, Zimbabwe being Zimbabwe, under Mnangagwa and Zanu PF, we will see Jacob Mafume running around, doing his day-to-day life as if nothing, totally nothing has ever happened. And it's shameful for our country. It's really very sad that we continue to see this happening. But we want to thank God that we are in the last days of seeing all this nonsense. And we believe that the end of Mnangagwa is here and our country can begin to work once again. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot to fix this country, to bring Zimbabwe back to be a normal working country. Otherwise, this is what it is, family. Very sad development indeed that we are seeing happen, embarrassing for that matter. The man who stole a lot of money into millions, but is just given a fine of 300 and then a wholly suspended sentence. Well, what can we do? Otherwise, be blessed and thank you.